What's going on? Hamza, Aziz, and Dale North, Destructoid.com.
What's up?
Last day of PAX Prime 2013. We saw Titanfall.
Everyone saw Titanfall. If you walk around the floor and you just kind of like turn your ears up a little bit, anyone you walk past, Titanfall, something about Titanfall. I'm gonna go back and play Titanfall.
I think it's the most talked about game of the show. One of them, at least.
It is. You know why? Because they're having something called Titanfall Fight Club for the media.
Oh yeah,
it's like
that's right.
after the show floor closes, then all the media can go back and jump in, and people are going back over and over and over.
How many times have you played?
3 times.
4 times. I went.
Oh
shit.
wow, you're cool.
So what's the big deal here? Why are we so crazy about this game?
It's just different enough. First of all, big mechs, and I think people are really excited about big mechs, but it's just different enough and just exciting enough to be... The people that haven't played are like, oh, it's Call of Duty with robots.
Yeah.
And you are super, if you're a Call of Duty robots person, you're so wrong. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. You'll get to play it soon. But yeah, you're wrong. It's quite a bit more than Call of Duty with robots.
That's the funny thing too. Like when you're watching other people play, they're kind of playing it like Call of Duty or Battlefield.
The first time people
play,
play,
they have that mentality, right?
Yeah.
And then they accidentally do a wall run or do a double jump,
right,
or jump into a mech, and like, whoa.
I mean, there's even robo parkour.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things where that's why people keep coming back. So the first time they play it, they're playing it like Call of Duty. And then they see, either they lose, which is usually the case, or they see someone else doing some cool shit and they go back in and try it. You know, for me, even with as bad as I am with FPS, I was semi-dominating when I got my air game down, you know, and I felt pretty good about myself.
Yeah, I mean, there's no restrictions here. You can climb up any building.
Yep.
You could climb up on your buddy's mech, hitch a ride, and shoot from the back of his mech while he's doing his thing. And the mechs, man, those are so cool.
They are. You know, people have a lot of, around the show, if you're talking to people, they have their favorite either death or win stories from the game. So everyone just has, they're like telling the tales of their adventure in Titanfall. Like mine, I was in a robot-to-robot battle, and I didn't fare well because I'm terrible.
Yeah.
So I ejected out, and as I was coming from the sky, falling down, I switched to an anti-mech gun and just finished him off on the way down. I just felt so good about myself.
My favorite is I just demolished another mech, and he was about to explode, and before he could eject, I punched into his cockpit, ripped him out, and there I was holding him in my mech hand, just threw him on the ground. Like
Does that kill him?
And that kills him.
Oh, that's so awesome. It doesn't matter what kind of gun you have if you get thrown down on the ground by a huge mech. So.
Yeah, exactly. You're screwed.
Yeah, but everyone's so excited about this game.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where there's a lot of naysayers. I feel like every one of them is someone that hasn't played the game. And I think coming from me as someone that typically isn't crazy about first-person shooters, for me to like it as much as I do, that says a lot. I would think so.
I mean, a lot of people at Destructoid know I'm the big first-person shooter nut.
For sure.
And going into this year, you know, beginning of the year, I was just realizing I'm sick of all these first-person shooters. They're all the same formula now.
This is the catalyst for the people to realize that, you know what, we've been playing the same shit over and over for a long time. So.
And then Titanfall debuted at E3, and my love reignited again for the genre.
I watched him play the very first time, like the first time anyone was allowed to play it.
Yeah.
He was able to sit down at a machine and he fucking dominated, which like my eyes were all dazzling and like kind of teary. I was proud, but at the same time,
the proud dad.
Like I just watched you playing it and you had like this shit-eating grin, like you were the happiest guy.
I was just so happy that there's finally something different out there for a genre that I adore.
What was cool is they pulled back a curtain, because you were playing a multiplayer game. They pulled back a curtain, and it turns out that he was playing a ton of people that were hidden from the show floor.
Yeah.
And now here, you can see everyone that you're playing, but again, I'll probably go to Fight Club tonight, you know?
We gotta do it at least one more time.
Yeah.
We actually, know what? We haven't gone at it together yet.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
We need to take each other on.
I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah, he'll probably win.